See, I'm even remembering to use my shield unlike an Ocarina of Time. Nope, get rocked. Ah, these good old things, which I don't even know what they mimic, like the red choo-choos maybe from Ocarina of Time. You have to use your imagination a little bit with some of these enemies. Like, I know a lot of these blue guys right here, they're moblins. The blue variants. There's a lot more like, oh, there's the piece of power I've been talking about. You got a piece of power. You can feel the energy flowing through you. Now watch this. This is quite laughable what I do to things. I can't do anything to that though. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. That's cool. Also, with a piece of power, you do run a bit faster, so that's nice too. I kind of get where people are coming from. That yo, you're going to be lost thanks to me. Anyway, I kind of get what people are talking about when they say that the music is kind of annoying, because it's definitely not the best track in the game, and it blocks the other great tracks. But I still don't think it's that bad. You're going to get lost thanks to me. And look at that. You get lost, basically. Nothing to it, I suppose. Literally, you can't really do anything to find out where you're going. Anyway, with this piece of power, you send enemies literally flying, like I said. There's nothing they can do. Those poor bastards. So inside this lost forest, where exactly can we go? Well, let's just go find something we can get into. These rocks we can't move. We'll basically say, oh, that's too heavy for me. Oh, I'm silly. Huh, well, we're out of the forest at least. Of course, the music's still playing. You cannot hit that thing with your sword. That's a Zora down there. You can't block its fireballs. I believe this is called a... I don't fucking know. Just a green blob. Green choo-choo, we'll call it. Wow, this looks pretty heavy. Yeah, it's a gigantic boulder. Crazy Tracy and Mambo's Pond. Nope, can't touch any of that stuff yet. We're probably not going to want to go this way. Let's just go back into the forest and try and see if we can't get lost this time. Let's try over here. Absolutely nothing. Great. Yeah, it's not really that you get lost in the forest. It's basically that there's just one scene you cannot reach, so... Anyway, was that the Christmas episode of Cleveland Show again? Yeah, it was. It's like 11:56 right now. I'm recording pretty late. Beware floors with cracks. A heavy person should not stand on them. Well, I'm only 190. Should be fine. Yeah, if Link weighed 190, something tells me this would not go as smoothly. Also, something interesting you should note. Notice how the music isn't playing inside the cave. Whenever you go inside caves or, like, houses, you actually lose the piece of power or the acorn. But, once again, got the acorn right back, didn't we? Anyway. Cannot reach those. What I can do, however, is run around the other side. Gotcha. Giving that. They give you plenty of time to get off the cracked floor, so there's no real way you should be able to fall off. There we go. 20 rupees, 50 rupees. Alright, very nice indeed. Good deal. This game's very nice about its rupees, so... You are going to need about like 900 rupees for one part. 970, I believe. And you're also going to need the 200 for the shovel, so wow, this looks pretty heavy. Yeah. Shut up. Can't reach that, can I? What I can do is... I believe you cannot reach the heart piece without grabbing first the, Oh, it's the Coca-Cola commercial with the bears! Oh, I gotta take a sip of Coke with that. Cheers, bears. Cheers. Oh, yeah. That is pure bliss right there. I heard something about there being a Coca-Cola bear movie. That would be pretty cool if there was. Yeah, it definitely wasn't it. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't believe without getting an item to pick up stuff or move it, as might be in the situation, we can definitely not get to that heart piece. So we're gonna have to remember that's there. I don't recall if I've ever gotten every single heart piece in this game. I've gotten every single one in Oracle of Ages, and every single one like the first game. Those are the only two games I've ever 100% got all the heart pieces. And especially without, like, really looking up any strategy guides either. You pick up the toadstool. As you hold it over your head, a mellow aroma flows into your nostrils. Well, with that mushroom, we can't really do anything with it as of now. So we're definitely going to have to figure out where to go. And right now, it looks like we're pretty much back where we... Oh, no, we are back where we started. Look at that. So we're basically going to have to go through this cave all over again. Excellent. Any chance I can... No, not seeing it. There's definitely no way I'm going to be getting through this. Quickly... Okay. Push you there, there, there. Boom. Just had to take a quick look at it. Screw you guys, I'm going home. Something really cool about the green choo-choo jelly. Oh, great. Well, he ruined that for me. Something cool about the green choo-choo jellies I meant to say was, you actually don't really have to fight them because literally they do not drop anything. They are, in fact, literally, they never drop anything. I've never seen a once drop anything. They have no drops. So, because they take a while to spawn from the ground, you don't technically have to really fight any in the game, unless, like, of course, the game forces you at some points. Ooh, hey, free fairy fountain. Let's heal your wounds and get you rid of all that stress. Close your eyes and relax. No bottles in this game, so nothing to hold your fairies in. Oh well, I don't think you'd want to hold the fairies anyway. The fairies in this game just look weird. We're going to be running into them, but I'd like to have a conversation and ask anyone in their right mind who believes they look like fairies. I don't see it. I just don't. I really don't see how the fairies look like fairies in this game, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I forgot something really cool about this game that they took out of Oracle of Ages and Seasons. You can actually hold your sword and shield out at the same time when you're charging, which is pretty cool. I think they took that out at least. Yeah, they definitely took that out. I'm not even sure if that does anything, just having the shield out with your sword on, but it's cool to note. Anyway, so we got that thing for Crazy Tracy, or, well, I mean, we have the mushroom, which we're supposed to give to a witch, believe it or not. But where's that located at? Well, gee, I wonder where. Excellent, she already has the rats running around. Double, triple in trouble. Toasted mix makes powder for tricks. Of course, indeed. She has to quote some Macbeth, but anyway, here you go. Ah, the sleepy toadstool it does. We'll mix it up with something in a jiffy, we will. Oh, this game's silly. It's alright. It's all ready. Here, take this. Something care, as there's not much there. Why not try a bit of my hut? You've got some magic powder. Try sprinkling it on a variety of things. This basically takes over the seed satchel. Wow, this looks pretty heavy. Get over yourself, game. This seed satchel, or the magic powder, basically takes over the seed satchel in the next game, which I do happen to like a lot better than the magic powder, but I will admit this is pretty cool. Good job. Use it on your enemies and see what happens. If you run out, go to the forest, pick some mushrooms, and I will make you more. Good deal. So, let's try on the very first enemy we see. How about you? I don't even know. Fuck it. Let's just have a nice conversation with the enemy. Hey, Mon. You know me. I like short names the best. Yeah, it's really weird what those mystery seeds do sometimes. Most of the time, they just burn the enemies, which does about as much damage as charging it. So they're not very useful to really use on enemies. It's mostly for just the parts in the game where you need the magic powder, of course. So, let's just leave it at that. Run through the forest and slam our enemies like crap. Yeah! Something I don't really like about that piece of power is that it can kill those red choo-choos and not let them drop their little babies. Unfortunately, wow, this looks pretty heavy. The little babies are usually what drops the items like the hearts and the rupees, so you're not really going to be getting as many hearts and rupees. Especially in Oracle of Ages, has had a big problem when you upgrade your sword. And also Oracle of Seasons, but in this game, it at least seems like the big guys sometimes drop stuff. So, just not as often, because, of course, there's only one of them as opposed to two. And I want to get that rupee. Man, these bats are annoying as shit to fight. I also have nothing to put in my A slot. I really should have something at least. Oh wait, why am I going through here again? I don't need to go through here. I just need to go get that stupid raccoon. Yeah. So like she said, you can pick more mushrooms in the forest. I don't remember how long it takes for that to respawn. It might be immediately. And she does it for free, so it's not anything bad, but it's kind of a pain, and you can usually just find some magic seeds on your own, or magic scents, whatever they're called. Anyway, hidey-ho. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. Well, gee, spell it out for me. Oh, God. Memories of the Candle Enemy. Oh, yes, Memories of the Candle Enemy right there. Super Memories of the Candle Enemy. At last! The last thing I can remember is biting into a big juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream. I was a raccoon! Yeah, sounds strange, but it sure was fun. Oh, God. What's up? Anything else you want to tell me? I'm all tuckered out. I think I better set a spell before I head home. Yeah, Marin's not very smart. Or, I mean, Talon's not very smart. Marin's pretty smart. Kind of. She has weird dreams. Although I kind of like her better than Zelda. Kind of wish that Malon was in more games. I don't know, she's just more interesting as a character. And voila. You've got the Tail Key. Now you can open Tail Cave Gate. Of course, you also have to open another speech with this guy. Who? Take the key and go to Tail Cave. Retrieve the instrument that is hidden there. Go now. The Windfish is waiting. Hoo-hoo. Thank you for breaking the branch for me. Or the bush, whatever it is. Branch. Don't be stupid. Anyway. So over across this way, we can do a couple other things. Like, for example, have a nice conversation with the sign. Go Pungo Swamp and Mysterious Forest. Yeah, don't need anything with that. Oh god, not the likes. Be careful for these fuckers because they will eat your shield. Yeah, they're rather annoying. Anyway, right inside here is another one of those. Another phone, which I don't need. And the Gapongo Swamp. Danger, keep out. Except Bow Wow. I'll spell it out once again, why don't you? These flowers you cannot do anything with. You can kill these fish, however, no real benefit will come of it, other than maybe getting a rupee or heart or two. Was that? Yeah, it must have been the dryer. That scared me a little bit. I sure there's a lot like... Oh well. Get out of here, Luck. Anyway, I like how this game starts you out with the difficulty a lot quicker than the other games do, though. For example, in Oracle of Ages and Seasons, it takes you, like, to the second gym before you're really starting to fight a lot of the Moblin guys, which take 2 hits. They aren't very hard. But, anyway, let's continue onward. Actually, you know what? The game does start off pretty difficult sometimes in Oracle of Ages, because I do remember the first bosses being a little annoying to fight. Not terribly difficult, and if you know what you're doing, they're definitely not hard at all, but they can be a little bit of a challenge to a first comer. I remember having some trouble on them when I first played the game, but whatever. Everything was a lot harder for me the first time I played the game. I really don't understand that whole mentality of people saying they were better at video games when they were kids. I sucked at video games when I was a kid. I became a lot better as an adult. Or as a teenager, whatever. I'm an adult right now, even though I'm a teenager, so I'm I'm endangered species. I really am. I'm endangered of becoming 19, and my whole 18-year-old species will cease to exist, pretty much. Shit. Anyway, let's go to Tail Cave. We can basically reach this by going all the way over here, and then looping all the way back, yep. Man, I can already tell you, loving not having to make those stupid friggin' gacha seeds. Oh my god, what a pain in the ass. Yeah, gacha seeds are a lot of fun, especially if you're trying to get all the heart pieces. Oh boy. But, despite that, let's just plug this keyhole in the key. I said that back. Just put it in. And voila. You gonna interrupt me one more time, Al? Huh? That's what I thought.